You shout like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away.
Yeah, this is endgame. This is why we actually play the game. Good morning, y'all. Back to our regularly scheduled content, I hope. Look at that cowboy. I know, I'm lazy. I've been lazy all week. I have literally done jack shit, I would say, is a good description.
You shout like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists,
J0HN. Hey guys, good morning.
Right to
Oh,
jail.
let's get back in the swing of
Music too
things.
loud,
What do you
right
say?
to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away.
Believe it or not. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna be what they say as type 2 fun. Week off wouldn't do too much, right? All right, how do we do this thing? How do we do this? Do we have things that we actually probably have things to do today, huh? New XP to farm. Weebity. This is top 5 travel songs for me. Right here. Top 5 travel music. This just gets all the feels going.
Amazing.
ARV, what's up, guys? Good morning.
Amazing.
We'll see, man. I don't even know what to expect today. I have a feeling my legs are not going to cooperate.
Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists.
Amazing.
Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right.
Amazing.
Right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for
Guys, it's been a week. It's been one.
glasses. You right to jail.
Well, it's actually been kind of 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Believe it or not, jail. You overcook
Have we been
chicken,
lazy for...
also
No.
jail.
We haven't been
Undercook,
lazy for
overcook.
2 weeks.
You make an
We've been
appointment
lazy
with the
streamer
dentist
for
and you
2
don't show up,
weeks.
believe it or not, jail, right away.
Ren really wants the mod. Peter, for once, it's not my fault. For once. We're 5 minutes, and actually, we're doing pretty good, aren't we? We got like 10, 15 minutes left we can mess around with. His favorite. I couldn't. I mean, no, I couldn't. I don't think it's physically possible. I don't even actually, when I click on Bren, the ban option isn't actually there. What's some good reward food after a workout? Chocolate milk. Does that count? Pizza? One of my go-tos is a fried egg and cheese sandwich. That's one of my go-tos. Reward food, yes. Yeah, I would say chocolate milk's top of the list. I'm a fluid kind of dude. Alan, you are in bright and early, sir. God dang, how was your ride? Thank you for the raid. Thank you, sir. What have you been getting into on the bike today? We are just getting back into the swing of things ourselves. It has been literally a week, and we've done 30 kilometers in the last week. It has been nice. It's weird to say, but it has been very nice. Welcome in, y'all. Cheers, congrats on the Unbound. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Let me just resituate this, like, completely unrelated. Quick little race. Hell yeah, dude. Good to hear, man. How was the race? Oh, Bike Beast. Despite what the internet may say, everybody's whining. So much whining. If you followed any of the fun that has been around Unbound here, been a lot of whining. In my opinion, they need to shut the heck up, because if they didn't expect something like what happened at Unbound this year, then you didn't do your research. This is why we sign up for this event, guys. This is why you sign up for an event like Unbound. You sign up for it not because it's gonna be easy. No, Reed who was a whiny bitch who doesn't even pedal. True, actually. True. True, but we will never be as whiny as LePage. That's the thing. At least we have that. Small victories here and there. No research. No, Bike Beast. It's weird to say, man. I wouldn't have wanted it any different. I wouldn't have wanted the weather to be better. I wouldn't have wanted the mud to be better. I wouldn't have wanted it. I signed up for Unbound because I saw 2023. And I was like, that's what I want. And I got it. And I got it. A finish is a finish. Yes, sir. No, it was a total mud fest, John. Not just mud. It was like every type of weather you could possibly imagine. We had hot and humid. We had thunder and lightning striking around us. We had mud as slippery as you can imagine to mud as sticky as you can imagine, and everything in between. And basically, let's just say Unbound delivered. And I hear a tornado went through the area the day after. So that's pretty fun. We don't do it as easy because we do it because we thought it would be. Exactly, Brad. We did it because we're dumb and we sign up for things without actually like putting it into perspective. Hey, Stinker, what's up, man? Thank you for the thank you. Appreciate it. Frack, what's up, man? Dude, guys, I am so excited for you all. Frack, I'm so excited for you guys. I already asked Barty. Barty's going to be dropping a live track link. So make sure he does so that I can follow you guys. Dot watching is like the funnest thing ever. Let's go to Tahoe. Oh, it's snowing. Oh boy. Oh no. Stalker, no. It's a passionate associate. A passionate associate. I think we'll just go with that. Yeah, dude, Peter, for real. The chain guide market is going crazy after that. Winter! Hi, Winter! Winter, how have you been? I haven't seen you in way too long. However long it's been, it has been too long. Welcome back in, ma'am. How are you? Day one of restarting our training, Winter. We had a race a week from last Saturday, and ever since then I have been very lazy, and I took a whole week off of basically doing any physical activity, and so I guess it feels like I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things again. I took a week off after my race. And now there's a shortage of drivetrain parts. Guys, all I lost, and maybe if I just clean it out, it'll be fine, but I lost one jockey wheel. Like that was my carnage from the race. One jockey wheel. I still have to check though. It might actually be able to be cleaned. We're not writing it off yet. It's not like those bearings are insane or anything. Or have to be like super precise. Winter, it's okay. As long as you're back now, that's what matters. And as long as you never leave again, we're all good. You're in a similar boat, but it's been you restarting life after your mom's passed. Oh, Winter, I'm so sorry to hear that. Man, you have gone through many life changes since you've been here hanging in this community, Winter. And you know what? I hope you still hang out with us. Keep on that. I'll tell you what. Hanging with us can help with a lot of things. I'm not saying we're basically like amazing, but we're basically amazing. So you've found your way back. Winter, has the art been going well? I hope. You can stalk me, friend. Thank you. See if it's consensual. What do we call that? What is that? Is that consensual voyeurism? Is it? Can you even call it that anymore? It's been a lot. Oh, I bet. I can only imagine, and I'll have to deal with it myself one day. The shitty thing about life. But here's the thing: no matter how shitty it is, all the good, I feel, makes it worth it. As wild as that may sound, you know. We got to go through all these really shitty things, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth not going through some of them to, you know, have all the good that comes out of it too, if you know what I mean. So someone was saying Tempest. Oh, we could do Tempest today? Summer classes start in a week. What are you going to be taking? Oh, we are totally doing it. Like if we get a free Tempest Fugit ride today. Hey, Bren's riding. You saw it here, guys. You thought it could hide it, but you can't. All right. Let's see if these legs still work. Ooh, I need to switch. I need to get these egg beaters off of here. These egg beaters are I feel like I'm just like trying to find a light switch in the dark, you know what I mean? Like every time I try to clip in with an egg beater. All right, this is probably not going to go well, guys. I'm probably a bit out of shape even after a week. You're not good on you, Brent. What are you getting into today on the bike? The just chatting channel. Yep. Yeah, if you stay tuned, we may. There's a 0.01% chance the top might come off, and then it will become a true just chatting stream. But we don't know. I don't know. I don't want to scar you guys for life. How you doing, Riz? Good to see you, man. Just some noodling. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. 0 miles. If we could go negative, actually, we kind of are negative, man. We have, in the last 10 days, we've done like 35K. So technically, we're kind of negative right now. Back at work, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same here. Which is great because this next weekend, I fly out to Tennessee again for another job. So just enough time to recoup before I'm out again. Got to tease the cleave first. How was Unbound? Oh, man. Everything I hoped for and more, Riz. I don't know if you've been following the news on it. A lot of people very, very salty about how the race went. Understandably, you pay a lot of money, you work really hard, and then you get taken out before rest stop 1 because of conditions. I understand, but for me, it was exactly what I was hoping I signed up for, if that makes any sense. Very muddy, very wet, also very hot, very cold. Very much lightning, very much mud. All the stuff. Did they stop it? No. They didn't stop it. But the real shit show started around what? In the first 2 hours. The first hour and a half. You were in some pretty nasty mud. So I think there was almost 200 people who scratched before the first aid station. So it was pretty gnarly. The digital communication class, basically learning how to take pictures and our digital presence, social media. Oh, whoa. Man, college courses are evolving, that's for sure. What's this? Yeah, man, I don't know, man, but I will say I got into Unbound because I heard that it can be an absolute cluster. That's literally why I got into it. I saw 2023, it was the same thing. Hundreds of people scratching in the first 10 miles. And I saw just all of these videos and photos of people, of hundreds and hundreds of people as far as you could see just walking. I saw that and I was like, I can do that. But yeah, super, super fun. We had a massive PR. And the course was 5 miles longer. And we still PR'd. So overall, it was an insane ride for me. Metrics-wise, I underperformed a bit, but overall, considering everything, I think I did pretty damn good. Let's go, Loki! You guys are next, man. I'm so stoked for you. How are you feeling? I already asked Barty to make sure he has a live track link up for us to watch. But I'll be following you guys for the ride. Tired? How long did it take you to get there, man? Wait, it's a requirement for your art class, winner? I mean, I guess that's kind of the future, right? That's kind of how art is. 13 hours of flight. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Looking forward to seeing how you guys do. Very disappointed in myself that I couldn't join you all. Sucks is my legs are super primed for long riding right now. Was it a good flight though, or super nasty? How was the leg room? How was the shoulder room? Pop a flight, I wish, man. The hell was that? The hell was that? Dude, there was like this big old thing that just appeared in the top of my screen for a second. What was that? On the too short. Isn't that how it is, man? Yeah, it was great on the short flights. Let's not talk about the actual long one though, huh? Hi, Bran. Oh, you got that like Jelly Belly kit. At least that's what it looks like to me. Oh no, did they tag you onto the wrong person? Oh man. Maybe, oh no, they didn't. I post something. I don't know. Yeah, I know. It's interesting the way of the art world right now. An old high school hottie. What a coincidence. Oh, that's nice. Heck yeah. So hopefully limited shoulder space is what I'm gathering. Wow, that's awesome. What a random thing, man. What a random small world moment. There was, when I was living out in Hawaii, there was this one time I got on the bus. I used the bus, dude. The bus network, the public transportation in Hawaii, spectacular. Like, you really don't need a car on the islands, at least on Oahu. Thank you, Aggie. And one time I was on this bus with just like 4 or 5 other people. It was a very empty bus. And randomly there was a chick from my high school just sitting on the bus over there by herself. It was very random. She was out visiting. Hi, Carlo. Aggie is always present. He's omnipresent. Going to a teacher's conference in a castle in Normandy? Oh, that's cool. Dude, what a fun work trip. You ran into someone from high school once and really didn't remember them till hours after talking to them. That's funny. You're like, wait, you have a lot of stories that kind of align with my life. What's going on here? Data side? You just prepare tended to remember. Smart strategy. I can tell you I've utilized that strategy many a time myself. That's all right, Carlo. You had more important things with your popeness. You had to focus on over the triflings of high school. Oh, there's Keith. Look at that, guys. I'm gonna take a picture. We just passed him. Oh, hey, you. What's up, man? Oh, that's tough, Loki. Probably keep your legs awake, because your riding into the event might not be the most structured. Not that that really matters, right? But keep those legs moving, you know? There you go. There you go. That one is, we had 2 interactions. I'm bad like that. I'm the same way, Winter. I don't know if bad's the right word, but I'm the same way. Thanks for the ride on. Any of you all been back to your high school for any of your reunions? So far, I've skipped them all. This saddle feels low as heck. What the hell? I spend a week on my Lauf, and this whole fit feels off. Actually, I have a clip I want to show you guys. Let's see if I can get in on... I had to reset all my cookies the other day. Not because of why you think. But now I'm logged out of everything. Okay, wait. I have to search. Oh, wrong one. It was because why you think. Yep. You were supposed to be going when we all turned 40, but you guess it's not happening? No, John? I don't know, John. I bet you'd be, well, I don't know. You're not American, so it's a different experience. But being fit and 40 and going back to your high school reunion can be kind of a flex here in the States. Okay. First thing to show. This was me coming into... Actually, it looks like aid station 2. I think this is aid station 2. Let me see if I can pull this up. So yeah, it was a nasty race. And most of that, yes, is cow poop. Let's just be honest. It's not actually mud. And then we got a video. My dad got a video about halfway through my rest stop at rest stop 1. So you got to see that. Oh wait, no, the flex is here having the biggest car. Yeah, I was like, John, at first I was like, yeah, you'll be the fit one. I was like, oh wait, everyone's fit in your country. Everyone's healthy in your country. Damn, that doesn't work. Okay. Now I gotta check this out. So a lot of the carnage happened within the first... What? Yeah, like I said, the first 15 miles or so. No, 25 miles maybe. The first 25 miles. Everything was just absolute crazy. Luckily, this pressure washer saved me. I have already been pressure washed off at this point, by the way, guys. I was cleaned off already. This is me in a clean state. It's not true. Oh, okay. I guess I just assume everywhere else people are healthy. And time to go. Oh man, that was a brutal. After this rest stop, the next one was not too bad. I was pretty muddy. It was between rest stop 2 and 3 that I kind of got wrecked because I mixed up my nutrition at rest stop 2, which was okay. In the long run, it made for the last leg to be a lot better because I had extra carbs. So overall, it was better. Well, John, just show up on your bike. Just say you rode there. I mean, it's a small country, right? It couldn't take too long, wherever it is. Well, my numbers seem right on track. I bet my longevity is a bit weak right now, though. $40K. Yeah, that's what I figured. Easy peasy. And then you can tell them that it was only 40K. I mean, and now I got to ride back. So technically it was only 80K. They'll be like, you're crazy. $10K. All right, guys, we can quit now. It's official. We have finished our ride for the day. Thank you all for joining me. Oh, Amy's riding. Nice. Sounds like my kind of crazy. Sounds like our yearly community end of year psychosis that we have, the mass conformity psychosis we have. Also known as Rafa. Oh my god, 18 minutes. Why has this felt like a million years? To the point where they can't count. Counting's overrated anyway. Yeah, John. The bar has been set so much higher in terms of what is considered crazy. We have people in this community like 315K. Oh, that's a warm-up. Peter, how are you feeling for your big ride if you're still here? Yeah, Derp. Derp is one of them for sure. He's one of the super crazies. It got canceled? Wait, why? Like the whole event? What are you and Lumo just gonna do a rebel ride for it then? You guys should just do it. Damn, that sucks. That's like both a sad and a happy thing at the same time. They didn't have... Oh, man. Good to know bureaucracy isn't as bad, or is as bad in other places too sometimes. Makes me feel a little less alone. They did... Wow. Dude, that must have been rough. So everyone had already paid in. That a lot of people had already planned. I mean, we know a lot of people had already planned travel. Oh, man. What are you guys gonna do? Just enjoy the week? Maybe do some long rides together? Oh my god, is Jason Bourne is riding in Watopia. You emailed your newsletter. Oh shoot, okay. I'll take a look. He's leaving. He was able to adjust his ticket. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been really cool to watch you guys do. Cancel, refund, moved. I would hope so. If they didn't do something like that. Thanks, Gardner. I would be a bit upset about that. But yeah, next time, right? Next time. Dude, the watt per kilo is now reporting at the same rate as my raw power. Does everybody see that? Look at my watt per kilo looks like it's on crack right now. First time I've noticed that. There we go. See, Peter, they knew I wasn't going to be there. And they're like, we'll just put off the rest of the event. Andy T. Instant. I'm on Instant, Texas. It's the first time I've seen the watt per kilo update so fast, though. I haven't changed anything. Maybe I just haven't notice it. I thought the Whopper Kilo still only did 1 update per second, at least visually. Maybe it updates faster, you know, behind the scenes. But like over on my name, it's like, yeah, that'll take some getting used to. Has had it out for the race in years. Oh no, so this is a long time thing. Maybe, John. I'm sure there was an update. First time I've seen it, or I just haven't noticed. After the drama, politicians set the foot down and told the road authority to stop being dicks. I mean, let's be real, Peter. Those types of events bring in a good amount of money. Publicity, you know, they help revitalize or help keep towns vital. And especially like an event like this, it's not like you have thousands of people coming into town, right? It's not like it's going to be this massive thing where you're dealing with thousands and thousands of riders. That's where it's kind of annoying. Well, cool. I have another year to wait. Say I'm going to do something and then back out on it last minute. Around 800s. Yeah. That can't be too overtaxing on infrastructure and resources in an area. If anything, that would be beneficial, I would think. Because you're not completely immobilizing the town. Or the towns around it as well. Yeah, exactly. So I have a whole extra year to procrastinate and then eventually not do it. This is great. All for it. Now I want to see. Let me see. I go to 3 second. Yep, back to normal. But now this is reporting once a second or once every 3 seconds as well, or once a second visually. The issue is that part of the route goes through a primary thoroughfare, usually closed for bikes, with no real alternative route. That is an issue. It is an issue, but to be fair, and maybe this is just because it won't be influencing my day, but one day a year of having to wait in a queue for a bit in order to create hype around coming to your country to do a really cool event. Big picture sounds fine, right? But it's probably different for the people on their morning commute. Buck, always, man. Always. But the best part is you're usually in my dreams, so that kind of helps a little bit in the meantime, you know? So overall, it's like just enough to get you by, you know? How you doing, Buck? Did you survive? Did you survive? Like, are you actually dead? Or are you alive? Are you done with that? You gotta be done with that insanity by now, right? Just in time to start another race series, I'm sure. I'm so excited. Yeah, I hope you've been well, man. All right, guys, so I should just put this out in the universe now. I am planning to do a group ride for the Unbound 100 next year. What do you say we get some sign up for it? I don't think there's a raffle for entry for the 100, or there hasn't been traditionally. Maybe now. There's actually more people on the 100 now than the 200 by a couple hundred people. But guys, anybody want to do Unbound 100 next year? This is easy for you. Hell no. Give yourself a good break, man. That's crazy shit. ECRO. But the FOMO, Buck. But the FOMO. Every year they shut down the 7-mile bridge here for multiple hours for a race. Locals just know and come to expect it. It's US 1, so there are no alternatives other ways around besides a boat. To be fair, don't most people commute by boat or like by surfing or something like that? Hook a porpoise and water ski to school. Yeah, dude, seriously. Maybe I'm weird, but I would find that as a point of pride. Being like, look at what my community does. Like, look at this. People come from all over the world to come to my little town because there's something really cool here. I kind of think that's cool. I understand if too many people come into an area, but I don't know. I find that fun. Like, we have the concourse and the AT&T Pro-Am come through this area every year, and it basically shuts down the entire peninsula. A lot of people hate it. Dude, I love it. Like, if I don't want to experience it, I get my shit done early. I don't have to go out in traffic. But if I want to, I get to just go out a short distance from my home to watch something super cool instead of having to travel across the world. Me and you again. Hi, Dimitri. Yep, we're back. I'm sorry. I hope it was a nice break. Leave their house besides going in the water? Yeah, seriously. Don't you take, you take your stand-up jet ski to school, right? We used to have memes like that out here, Limo. Oh, California, you surf to school? Of course, now we are internationally cultured humans and we don't make such horrible jokes anymore. Yeah, Loki, I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. I love it. Because I think I live in a cool area. I would think people would want to come see this area. It's really cool. Very pretty. Lots to do. Nice weather. Ginger's riding. Clip of the Mini overtaking the group ride in Florida. Wait, a Mini? Like a car? Dude, people need to stop being so crazy in cars, man. Y'all see that video recently of the chick who was late for work and just drove through a street fair because she was just late for work? Oh, man. Yeah, that recently happened, what, this last week here in the States? Crazy shit. People in their own worlds. Hi, Andy T. Screw Susie. Too much climbing, so everything is basically a time trial. Plus with the longer routes and all the hills. Don't have time in the morning before work. You also don't want to be racing for 90 plus minutes starting at 8:30 p.m. Oh, that sounds miserable. No, this is a running race and the entire... Oh, yeah. Is that coming up soon? Did that happen recently? That was not the race you just did, right? That's a different race. That's like a longer race. Don't be too harsh on the Floridians. It'll be a wonder if, yeah, we gotta be nice to them, right? Yeah, we gotta be nice. They're not gonna be around much longer. Oh, that's rough. Augie, hi Augie. Good morning, afternoon, evening. How are you? Any experience with that 46 tooth XT cassette with the massive granny gear? I have an XT cassette, an 11 speed XT that goes up to 46. It's not a modern one. So, I mean, Shimano's always had massive jumps on their granny gears, so probably very similar as to how it was. But I've ridden, for comparison, I don't know if they're the same, but does it shift okay with, yes, Peter, it shifts great. And here's a comparison I have. I tried the 11 speed box cassette because they touted a more linear gear progression, especially on the granny gears. They didn't have that big jump. I didn't notice. And if anything, the experience was overall worse because the box cassette just did not shift as smooth as the Hyperglide. It just didn't. It would derail on back pedal. But no, the jump's not crazy, man. Usually you're not using it until you need it, and then you're glad it's a big jump. The fishing, exactly, Dimitri. They need to get back in their lane, to be honest. You're looking at your road cassette and realize it's basically what you got, except the 12 tooth is replaced with a 46. Oh my god. Every other cog's the same. Yeah, well, it sounds like then they might have reduced the jump then, if that's the case. But no, it's not bad. Because you're rarely in it. That's what I realized. I thought it'd be nice because I'll be shifting, you know, maybe a cup back and forth on my granny gear to my next cog. And it just wasn't the case. When you're in your granny, you're in your granny, and you're kind of glad that when you come out of your granny, that you get a little more torque in the pedals instead of having to shift 3 times when you hit the top of the hill. So overall, actually, I think it's better in a lot of ways. Tempted to buy the AliExpress 1152, 11 speed. Yeah, you might. Does your derailleur fit a 52? That might, you might need a new jockey cage. You might need a long cage. Or unless your system's already compatible with 52. More so for 1x. Skip the front mech. Over here you go up, down every 5 seconds anyway. Does that actually make for a good argument for a 2x setup? Maybe not. I personally think that most situations are better with a 1x these days, especially if you're on a 12 speed. 11 speed, it's questionable, but overall still not. But when you start to get to 12 speed, you're just missing a lot of those micro ratios that you're not really aware of anyway. And just the nice, like, especially after Unbound. Like, I am sold on 1x after Unbound because 2x was literally one of the biggest, for the right on, one of the biggest factors for people having mechanicals. Because, believe it or not, most clearance issues are not between the tire and the frame. Most tire clearance issues are between the tire and the front derailleur, which I find very interesting. Oh man, Peter, we still have yet to get a shift system as smooth as 11 speed.
12 and 13, at least a lot of the current systems just are not nearly as smooth, or they might be nearly as smooth, but the ease of it not being perfect on the shifts, of it being knocked out of alignment, you know, your bike falls over on the drive side, tweaks your derailleur cage by 2 millimeter, and now you can't shift. It's like that isn't as big of a deal on a 11 speed. That being said, a 52 is crazy low, especially if you have like a 40 to 44 in the front. Honestly, that is like my gear ratio of choice, is to have like an 11 or a 1050 on the back, maybe a 52. If it like a 50 is fine, but a 52 is nicer for sure. And then a 42 or a 44 on the front. I'm starting to outgrow my 40. I'm starting to notice that the 40 is just, it just doesn't fully cut it anymore. I rarely am using my granny gear, and I'm mostly sitting on a bad chain alignment on my fast gears. Evan gears, yeah. Bring back 1 speeds, right? Bring back 1 speeds. No, it's hard to find, Peter. You're right on, man. And then when you do find something that's kind of okay, you're looking at like the 14 to 18 zone, and oftentimes the gaps there where you're actually going to be living most of the time are bigger. So Shimano tries to center the small steps around where they assume you're going to be most, which, you know, 14 tooth, pretty common gear to be riding in for most people. Opie, thank you. Yeah, the 40 up front with the 52 rear, not really necessary. I'm at the same point, Tracy. A 40 is great for the average person though. For the average person averaging 12 to 15 miles per hour, it's great. It is ideal. More even distribution, yeah, Peter. I thought I'd like even distribution until I actually started riding it. I did the divide on that box cassette. The moment I got back, I swapped it back to the Shimano. The moment I got back. Was the box bad? I wouldn't say it was bad. It's just, I understand why Shimano does the steps they do now. It makes a little more sense now that I've ridden a linear gearing, which is kind of funny. It kind of is, kind of fits the mold too, because like on my virtual shifting, I don't use the sequential, which is basically linear. It doesn't feel right to me. I don't know. I think if the jumps were a little less between the sequential gears, I'd use it. But all the jumps feel a little too big, in my opinion, on the sequential. Endless gears with smaller steps, yeah. The ZTTOs actually tune as well, which we're finding out is a very much a luxury when you get up to 13 speed. We've tried a really expensive Rotor cassette because Rotor was one of the only companies with a bit of a history that had that. Turns out their cassettes are absolute trash. Overpriced. And Tracy thinks it's the aluminum. He thinks the aluminum just doesn't hold the edges as good as the steel. You can't put the same shapes on the teeth without causing some issues. But that's just kind of an assumption we've made because that's the real big difference between the two. Now ZTTO basically ripped off Shimano Hyperglide 1-to-1. And I'll tell you, it's noticeable. It shifts really good. Yeah. Well, and also sometimes it's nice to be able to sit at 25 miles per hour at like 70 cadence, or like have a bit of grind still at that speed. The 51 Dior cassette gearing is pretty dumb. No, it's yeah, for real. Though there's a lot, especially, well, it's mostly the weight on the outside of the wheel that matters, right? For the inertia characteristics. The cassette is centered into the center of mass enough that I think like 100 grams is almost unnoticeable. Though I actually rode a wheel that had a bit more inertia the other day, and it was a bit odd, and I didn't expect it to have that level of inertia. But guys, AliExpress sent us a free wheel set, and we tried to get a return shipping label, and they never gave it to us. They just never gave it to us. And now it's past the 30 days that they can request a return. But it's that new, or not new, it's that elite wheel set that has the integrated carbon 5-spoke pattern. I'll say the wheel does not feel like I'm used to a wheel feeling, but at the same time, it looks cooler than any other wheel set I've ever seen on a bike. If you guys don't know, my brother and I are in the process of building a gravel TT bike. And we're probably going to use that wheel set for it, and or find a disc wheel to match with it on the back. Add the 5-spoke up front and the disc wheel in the back on a gravel bike. This is going to be the craziest bike ever made. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be an absolute Frankenstein, but oh my God, it's going to be so cool. This SUMC 14 speed chain that's 5 millimeters width and might help shifting precision. Yeah, the chain, which is another problem. Dude, chains are getting fat for 12 and 13 speeds, which is crazy to think. Handlebars and the TT shift. Dude, this thing's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be, we're gonna start something with this, guys. But we got a Gravel, or no, we got the Dogma ripoff. It's basically a China frame that's designed one-to-one to the Dogma. We're gonna put arrow, and bull bars on it. We're gonna set it up full TT, and then put like 40 or 45 mil tires on it. Probably 40 mil tires on it. People are going to absolutely disown us.
They put you in jail right away.
And I can't wait.
No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail.
Yeah,
for
we'll get
journalists.
banned.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right
Cycling
to jail.
is the
Right
worst,
away.
yep.
You're driving too fast.
Cycling
jail.
sucks.
Slow, jail.
This sport
You're charging
sucks.
too high prices for a sweater,
We should.
glasses. You right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail right away.
Yeah. Yeah, do we really need 12 and 13 speed? I'll tell you what, if we refine it, I think 1x is superior. I think 1x is better. Thank you, Manaqua. But you're right, man, you don't. A 2x11 speed, a 1x11 speed is still okay. You'll have some frustrations, you will. Like my 1x11 on my mountain bike, I spin out at 22 miles per hour. And on where I live, very often you're on like a false downhill doing 21 to 22 miles per hour. And so it just feels like I wish I had a little more gearing on the fast end. But then you're like, oh, but I like the low end. And now you kind of just run into this issue. And then it comes back to, well, just put a 2x on. But I don't want to. That's another thing. It's kind of like when you've felt unlimited gears, there is something nice about it. But at the same time, do you need it? No. It's fun. It's cool. But there's a lot of things in the cycling world that are all about just being modern. Val, welcome in. How are you? Hi, Brand. Welcome back. Had gears before. You have zero complaints about 1x or SRAM. Just make a custom cassette easy, yeah. Doing great, Val. It feels it's a bit clunky today on the bike since I've basically put in, what, 90 minutes in the last 10 days. My legs are a bit confused. But overall, I don't seem to have shifted zones much. Like my zone 2, zone 3 seems to be about the same. Oh yeah, Loki, dude, have fun. Keep me posted on your trip. Again, man, it would have been great to come out, meet you, hang, and ride with you. We will have to find another opportunity. And like I said, Loki, before you go, I am planning to do the Unbound 100 with my brother and dad next year. And it'd be great if we could get a group, maybe get a bigger group together for that. Because there's no raffle. I mean, I keep saying this because traditionally there hasn't been a raffle to get a start position, but that could have changed. I'll keep you guys posted when I know more. But as of now, my plan is to do that with the family. We could maybe get some more people to come out. Yeah, maybe Dimitri. That'll be interesting. I don't know if titanium will be the best for a cassette. Maybe it will. It might be a bit soft. But yeah, who knows? Maybe. 100 Unbound, dude. Yeah. That is definitely within the realm of next year. We'll keep in contact about that. You know, yeah, I could, Peter, but then you guys would start expecting things from me. And then what do we have? And then we have a bigger issue. Is that for real? Or are you memeing? Now I gotta check. It might be the 50 then. Yes, it is. No! That must be... Okay, I'll have to figure this out. Maybe not the 100, maybe the 50 then. Though the 100 would be so fun. Oh man, this freaking stupid race. Dude, Unbound sucks. Everybody stop signing up for Unbound. So it might work, Tracy. It might be just in the sweet spot. You never know. That's the thing. Might be just in the sweet spot. Yeah. Well, lottery. Tracy, we'll have to talk about that. I guess either that's been changed recently or I just was unaware that it was a raffle event. But we'll have to do that. Maybe it's the 50 then. Because if all three of us are going to try and sign up, we could basically assume the likelihood that all three of us would get into the raffle is low. Maybe, I don't know. But considering there were 1,500 people, almost 1,600, basically 300 more than the 200, it does make sense. Be less popular, yeah, screw it. Screw these dumb, over-marketed, overhyped races. They kill the spirit of gravel. What? What I'm saying is the off-road fin marks 700 instead. A bit of a jump there, but I respect it. They're all lotteries now? What? Dude, I'm never gonna ride Unbound again. Thank you, Flight. Well, it's the 350 it is then, everyone. 350 it is. What? Okay, the Unbound 350 says it's a raffle event. It's not. Okay, guys, so the Unbound 350 is not. It says it is, and it might be a raffle event. It's not a raffle event. You'll get in if you sign up. So I guess we're all doing the 350 mile. All right. Get a group for the kid. Okay. Oh, well. We got to settle somewhere, I guess. Though I don't know if my ego could take getting beat by a 3-year-old on a balance bike. I think I would probably quit cycling, because you know that would happen. Wow. Dude, fuck Unbound. That's crazy. It makes sense. All right, we have to find something else then. We have to find, I'll put something together for next year. An event that's possible for multiple people to join in if they want to. We discussed it's getting absolutely too big the last 2 years. It's getting so big it's almost unmanageable for your support crews. Dude, guys, for 8 Stop 2, my team was there like 15 minutes before me. That's how close it was. And that was race organization. That was a dropped communication, where you had the people who were controlling traffic not understanding the assignment and literally shutting roads down. That being said, they did have routes, but they were not very well displayed. Camden's house. Only way we're gonna get to ride with him. There you go. All right, guys. Trans-Canada. That's a good consolation. We'll just do Trans-Canada. As of this year, Rain has a 200-mile option on pavement, so should be a breeze. That would be interesting, Frack, to try a 200 on like a fast road course. I wonder if I could get like 11.5 hours or something crazy. Maybe even better. Dude, 11 would be sick. If I could do 11 hours, that'd be insane. Trans-Canada, yeah, there we go. See, it's settled then. It's settled right now. We are all, everybody in chat is doing the Trans-Canada Trail next year. Sorry. Sorry if you were hoping otherwise. Thank you, Buck. Oh, we got caught in a group. Hi, Rook. Nope, sorry. Sorry. You're too late. You're too late to ask questions. You've been auto-volunteered. How's it going, Rook? Good to see you, man. Thank you, Pimp. So, guys, keep Pimp in your heart. He's got a mega ride coming up, too, in Finland. Some GP 5000s on a TT gravel bike. Exactly. I'll just get sponsored. I'll just get sponsored. My sponsor of choice, Diamondback. I want to ride their TT bikes. Voluntold by Pookie. Yep, sorry guys. I don't make the rules, but at the same time, I make this rule. I mean, the Trans-Canada is still on my bucket list, actually. A self-supported Trans-Canada ride? Yes, please. Okay, there's no way other people see my watt per kilo flickering around like that. I have not seen anyone else. So, that must be personal. Hell yeah, Peter, that's sick. I'd be down to do a duo. GP35s, got it, okay. Yay, 111! Yay! Oh, we did the route. That being said, we've done it twice now, haven't we? Well, I guess we've just committed. I guess we're just going to continue. Because that other XP climb is very long, isn't it? They fixed their tube beads. I don't know, Peter. I don't know where you're on with that. That's crazy talk in my world. I think Conti's go on really good. Not as good as not as good as Specialized tires though. Specialized, dude, those things you could like sneeze and they'll like bead themselves. You could like blow it up with your, you could just like blow on it and it'll pop onto the bead. Well, is that, and is there bonus XP for that yurt? Dare per turn. Hey, man. It was, Derp. It was on the 30th. You had a race too, right? Let me, let's look this up. Uh, 2,800 kilometers. 2,800 kilometers? Wait. Yeah, that's it, right? World's longest recreational multi-use path, stitching hundreds of community trails across 28,000 kilometers. That's not, that's like all of it though, right? That's not like a direct. Yeah, that's not direct. That's just saying that many trails have been tied together. There's no way it's that long. A weekend ride, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I'm sure you can do it in less distance. I'd have to map it out. That's just crazy, but maybe. All right. Well, if it's 2K, I'll do it.
I said, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
Here, Andy T. How are we doing, sir? If it's 2K, he'll do it. Yes. You know what? You know what? Now I don't want to. Now I don't want to do it. Now I don't want to do it. Just because you guys said so. Tired legs, nice man. Did you do another one of those 30-minute workouts? 5 years. Oh man. You know what, Race Space? I don't know if this is like a happy moment or a moment I just like I need to get a life. I'm confused, but I'm leaning towards it's a good thing. Ghost Pepperoni can swivel on a dingus. Oh my, that's the fun one. I think, isn't that the fun one? Like the most fun? You out of here, Winter? I'm gonna do one more little thing, guys. I'm not done just yet. Fun, this word, I do not think it means what you think it means. Complaining for 25 minutes? Well, you know what? 5 minutes of that must have been kind of nice then. Shuva, how's it going, man? Good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Hopefully you're doing well. Need more life to survive. Exactly. Exactly. No time to ride when we have arbiters to kill. Right, 70k more? Yes. Oh my god. Derp. Oh my god. Here I am being nice, giving you guys another ride. 2 rides in 1 day. I wouldn't want anything else to be different. Hey, sorry you were lurking. No worries, Augie. No worries. Don't worry, we're not leaving yet. Don't worry. I'm just taking a moment because I don't know why. I'm just chilling with you all right now, to be honest. Looking for an excuse to stall. All right, we got to leave the weekly goal of 10-kilometer photo. Doing great personal life, sports life, kind of been late. Dude, you got to be winning somewhere. As long as you're winning somewhere, you get a pass. We want you to win everywhere, but at least you're winning somewhere. So that's we're okay with that. But now time to win both places. 10K. 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers. 10 kilometer, yep. We set the bar low so that we can smash expectations. It's purely self-indulgent. All right. Oh, this is gonna be great on half. It's only gonna take me 7 minutes. Oh no, that's my best time. It's definitely not gonna take me 7 minutes. Oh, Derp, it happened a week from Saturday ago. So like 10 or 11, 10 days ago? It happened on the 30th of last month. How about you? Didn't you have a race? I feel like I just said that. Yeah, it was Saturday, not this last Saturday, the Saturday before. And then I took a whole week off and did absolutely nothing. I literally did 90 minutes of exercise in that whole week. And I was so happy about that. Who wants to actually work hard? But yeah, Derp, it went really well, man. Kind of jerk. Oh my god. Clean and jerks, yes sir. Yes sir. You got to keep those jerks clean, super clean. Unless you're not into that. And then we don't judge. But yeah, Derp, if you haven't, You should go look up some of the highlights from the Unbound 200 Pro race. There are some spectacular clips. There's this one segment on it's called YY Road, which is where the mud first started. And you're watching the peloton from the helicopter, and they're moving parallel to the peloton and filming them from the side. So the peloton's basically motionless perspectively to the camera, and you see the landscape flying past. And then all of a sudden, you'd see one person in the group just all of a sudden shoom, off the back. Like they literally got stuck in the mud. Go figure. And then another one off the back. In a second, they're just, they're gone. Peloton's gone. Another one off the back. And then all of a sudden it's, and just before you know it, the entire pro field is like sprinting, carrying their bikes. It was spectacular. Yep. You like the onomatopoeia? Very expressive one. And then there's this clip of one of the female pros going through a water crossing, and she wipes out, and the water's so deep she completely submerges. For a split second, she's gone before she comes up out of the water. That was one of the greatest clips in all of cycling. Also, you need to look up the photos of Lachlan Morton from the race. One of the greatest race photographs of all time was of Lachlan Morton going over the front of his handlebars at mile 40. Like a mermaid. Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, what do we got here? Yes, oh, okay. All right, here we go, we'll watch. Yeah, let's watch them, why not? You did that once too, it hurt. You're back, you got a Nintendo Switch to last week. You've been playing with one of your friends for an hour. We went traveling to your cousin's graduation, then drove up from your dad's race. Lots of driving this weekend. How you feeling about all that? Luckily you had the Switch. What games are you playing? Okay, hold on, I need to switch my audio around. Hold on, let me mute this. Go to my audio routing. Otherwise you guys won't hear it. Okay, pause the music. Luigi's Mansion and Mario Kart World, nice. Great games. Thank you. Oh, Leo's writing. Okay, let me crop this in. All right, guys, this is from Lifetime. The link is in chat. Bucky's posted it. If you want to go, I'd recommend you guys go check it out. But yeah, let's check it out together. Hold on. You guys can't hear it. Yeah. Hold on.
I've ever heard. I was like riding through the tunnel, shifting gears like underwater. Welcome to
Still no, hold on. I'm gonna need to reroute to music or game. Game. Audio routing. Sucks.
Time Grand Prix here at Unbound Gravel presented
There we
by
go.
Shimano.
It's always good to be back. You know,
Hold on, I'll get the volume
biggest
sorted in a
race
second.
all year and all season.
It's going to be memorable no matter what happens. It's going to be an epic day.
That one race a year, that is not
There we
like
go.
I'm used to.
This year's actually my first Unbound. The goal is to finish.
It is an iconic setup that is here. The orange barriers and like the classic finish straight down Commercial Street. So I was just calm, ready for what was coming.
We've got a doozy on tap for you. 206 miles in the iconic Flint Hills of Kansas.
The male pro started at 5:50 a.m. Apparently the motos
So there goes our riders
went
here,
off course on the lead-in.
and running.
Yeah, I mean, it starts right off the bat. Even in the neutral, you're like, you could
Insty.
literally have cars on the pavement before you leave town, you know.
Yeah, rolling out, there were quite a lot of fight for position. The fight for position keeps the speed high. Some guys was attacking. We also had slight tailwind. So it
There's
wasn't
the
fast.
winner. There's the man of the day.
It's this balance of
Mads.
trying not to waste too much energy, but also still trying to
Thank you
be
for the ride
somewhere
on.
near the front, so you can be at the front when you get to that first road, which no one really knew what condition it was in. So yeah, it's always a bit of a fight.
Keegan,
Once
the
they roll
actual
over this
hero
first
of the
part,
day,
it's
by
gonna
the
be
way.
a pretty
Thanks,
fast
Keegan,
descent,
for
but
changing
they'll
the
make
sport,
that
killing the
right-hand
spirit of
turn.
gravel.
That's where they'll hit that minimum maintenance roads, probably 1 to 2% of the total course, but about 95% of where things can go wrong.
Well, I guess we're riding longer. This is gonna make
And
20
then we
minutes
hit
go by
the
pretty
beginning
quick.
of mile 12, and there was no mud, so everyone just kind of relaxed. And then, maybe a mile later, then the mud started. People were having issues right away, and I was able to just kind of cut through people.
All right, I turned it up a bit more for you.
Yeah, halfway through that section, I had
That right there.
My tube kind of came unrolled out of the back of the saddle, and
This is the
got tangled in
carnage.
my cassette, so I had to stop and untangle that. That took a few minutes. I think I was like 3 minutes down at that point.
Fucking seriously.
It's in your fork,
This
it
was
gets in
what
the
this is the
frame
pro
there, and it
field,
just,
guys.
clogs up your
These are the
wheels. It's like
pros.
having your brakes just completely shut.
For whatever reason, I just couldn't
No
keep the
wheel
chain on my
spin.
bike. So, yeah, I ran.
He's
up
just
one of the
dragging
climbs
it.
and missed the front of the race, and I started to think like, Jesus, this is like.
Yeah, I know. Old slow, definitely different league. But it
I
feels
was quite
kind of
far back, but I could see
humanizing
that
of them that
Matt
they
and a
got
few other
stuck and
guys,
I didn't.
They were riding it and they made it to the top. So it was for me a little bit nerve-wracking because
You couldn't sit on a wheel.
I didn't want to have to stop.
You
because
couldn't
then
sit
I
on a wheel.
would get in trouble with my shoes, so it was a bit risky.
Drafting was non-existent for the first
I was really happy to be up in the
150
front.
miles.
It was nice to just be there and like feel like I didn't have to put in a huge effort to be there.
And if you did
But
see
I had to
someone
figure
come
to
in
back.
who did draft,
Yeah, I mean the race was.
Yeah, it was
falling
obvious
apart
they
at
were
that point.
drafting.
I knew that the
'Cause
front
they
was
were
like 3 minutes
coated
up, and I didn't know how big the group was.
in
so,
mud.
Yeah, I should put the pedal to the floor and try and get back there as quickly as I can because if it's a small group, then they're going to work together well, and then the race is fully gone. And I wasn't sure. I assume both my other teammates were up there, but wasn't fully sure. Because I have no idea what's going on.
So I guess one group maybe
No
came
clearance.
back to us before Madison.
You would have thought they would have
so
planned
kinda
for it. I
slowed
think
a
they
little bit.
did.
But yeah, I guess
A
it
lot
was
of them
down to 20
did
or
plan
30.
for it.
If I did see it, looked like Keegan managed to bridge back up. There was a group of guys that were working together, and we just
Yeah,
saw a
Keegan
catch
lost
there.
his tube and it
Matt's
wrapped up
Schmidt
in his
was there as
cassette.
well.
I got back to the front just a few miles before Madison, so I got there in time to kind of chill a little bit before the feed zone and kind of
Yeah, Buck, seriously.
what we're gonna do in the feed zone.
Seriously.
Pressure wash the bikes and whatever else.
That was actually a mistake I made, man.
So the squad.
I
was-
should have brought a Z-Pack. I actually should have brought a Z-Pack to the event. Luckily, I didn't get sick. But in hindsight, I should have proactively started like a 4-day Z-Pack. Because I saw some videos. Some of the pros did get some nasty infections. There was this one pro Their whole leg turned brown black. Their whole leg. How did I did. For all things considered, Old Slow, I am tickled. Completely tickled by my my effort, man. I'm very happy with my results. My pace, all things considered.
We're like, yeah, we stopped.
I got 26th in my age group out of 126 people
were not spraying bikes,
as well, which was like a real cool thing to see.
Really want to sit around and wait.
So
I just kept rolling.
And that was without me ever holding on to the front group, because I started mid-pack with LePage. So that alone was like super sick to know. I never had negatives when it came to my position. I was always going plus in my position, but in the right way. I was constantly dropping into a better position the entire race,
and I was just in the
which is really sick.
And he was kind of
Haven't seen anyone like that who got an infection. Yeah, I'll see if I can find the post, Buck. But yeah, I think it was one of the female pros. She said it started with just like, it looked like a little dot, and then it slow within like a day. It was the size of her like whole quad. She was fine, by the way, but it was pretty interesting to see. And I'll tell you what, I got bit by something and I'm still feeling it. So there was some gnarly thing out there that was causing some malaise. A win is not always winning, but it was a huge personal win. Every metric other than my raw watts were exactly where I was hoping. And considering it was literally the worst weather potentially of all time, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. Thank you, Corey.
Launch guys.
Hey, Bunny. Hey, Bunny. Bunny, I need your PoE handle. Hi, Bren. Bren and Cave Mobster. Oh my God, is it my birthday?
We just followed.
Oh my God.
And stayed calm because we had to
Howdy, y'all.
to make a move on Texaco Hill.
We're going to be looking at the Texaco Hill area.
Bren, there he is.
Coming up pretty short.
Thank you, Bren.
It's going to mark around the
it is every day is your birthday when you get to ride the bike, Cave. Am I right?
At the base of Texaco Hill, Mads.
Okay, guys, anybody who's just coming in, let's give a little bit of an update. Thank you, Pimp. Hell yeah. Shout out to Cave Mobster. Coming in hot into the Zwift community. Bringing in a lot of lovely new people. We appreciate you, ma'am. Hey there. Yeah. Bren basically get rid of us and pass us along to... Oh, Nick. If I wasn't so happy to see you right now, I'd be mad at you. But I haven't seen you in so long. Hope you're well, dude. Yeah, we gotta encourage Bren to be on the bike, guys. Every time he's on the bike, we have to pretend like we're talking to a little child. Good job, Bren, you did it! And just keep the motivation going. We need to keep him riding. Ollie! Oh my God, my favorite person. I mean, I said that out loud again. You're going to a duck do this weekend? What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Can you educate me on this whole thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. I said out loud, damn it. No, I didn't. It wasn't done. It wasn't live. You can't prove anything. You cannot prove anything. There's no proof. You're going to a duck do this weekend. I have to know what that is. Hen do, but not a duck do. Or are we inside? Always. Always. There's no getting away from you all. Great to see you riding as well, Cave. That was a solid ride you did this morning, ma'am. Bachelorette party? Is that what that is? Is that what you call that out there? Name on Discord, you'll have it like, hell yeah, Bunny. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, we gotta grind together sometime. I mean, we need to play games together sometime. My bad. I love a duck. What is a duck do? Oh, does it quack? Is this? Are you just? Is this just a clip? Are you trying to get a clip? Is that like an up doc? Oh man, I am so bad. I am so dumb. You got me. Stream for 90 more minutes so you can raid Bren back. Is he gonna stream again? I mean, the speed at which I'm getting through this video, we might be here another 90 minutes. 86, dude. Beast. I beat the Arbiter of Divinity yesterday. Honestly, kind of a lackluster boss. I was a bit disappointed. Exactly. What's up, dog? Not much. What about you? Yeah, he's going to drive. Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, if you got past the Arbiter of Axe, you'll get past the Arbiter of Divinity. He's, like, way easier. Like, it's night and day. You ride for 90 minutes and raid back, or you start your stream and raid him. Well, I mean, if I had the option to raid you or Bren, I think we all know what the option would be. I'm not going to say it out loud. I already got in trouble for that. But, yeah, that would be very nice of you. Because 90 minutes is a long time. Mara Boo Boo. Dude, dude, it's happened, guys. I'm old. I have no idea what you all are talking about. It's official. I'm old.
Oh, it's amazing. 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 Amazing.
Thanks, Big Beth. So amazing.
Shot like that, they put you in jail.
Isn't that an right away update? Isn't that amazing?
No trial, no nothing. Journalists,
Amazing.
amazing.
Oh my God.
Amazing. Amazing.
You know what?
You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Amazing.
You're charging
Nope.
too high
Wouldn't that be
prices
amazing?
for-
You guys have to look. You guys are not allowed.
Right to jail.
You guys aren't allowed.
Fish, believe it or not,
You gotta look
jail.
at this
You overcook
awesome dude
chicken,
right here.
Also jail. Undercooked over. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail right away.
Okay. Thank you. No, Cave, great question. Let's get back on track. So what we are watching now is we are watching the Lifetime Unbound Gravel Elite Men 200-mile race recap video. So on the 30th of last month, I did this race as in the amateur division, but I wanted to show you guys clips from the pro field because, oh my God, this race was absolute carnage. Some are saying it was the worst weather in recorded race history for Unbound. And yeah, it was gnarly. I've done it, but you had to let others win. So yeah, I understand, Holly. We got to see you know what we should do? There's a recap video with both the male and female. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna find that one. There's a combo video. This one is very good. Here, I'll drop it in chat. Again, if you want to see it. Oh, I can't. If you want to watch the rest of it. Looked insane, mate. That finish and felt it. Dude, it was one of the greatest finishes I have ever got. The best finish line I've ever gone across. -1. -2. It is the third best finish line I've ever gone across. But yeah, hold on, let me find it. So they did. Here we go. We don't want the men's, we want the actual full race highlight. They may have deleted it because, to be honest, it was kind of poop. But at least it showed both races. And if you want to watch the better versions, they have better versions out now.
Welcome to Emporia, Kansas in the 2026
So this one they put out within 24 hours. So you can't be too hard on them.
Unbound Gravel presented by Shimano. It's stop number 2.
But we're
of the
trying to
Lifetime
organize
Grand Prix Series, and,
maybe a group event
we've
out
got
here
a doozy on
next
tap
year that
for
we
you
all can
here
do.
Today, 206 miles in the iconic Flint Hills of Kansas, and our early reports are that we're getting a little bit of mud out
Being
there.
the highest person in
All
Europe
right, well,
for a
getting more
second,
scenes.
yeah.
Well, there goes our riders. They are officially off and running.
Hold on.
It's going to be.
Hold on, everyone. Brent has something to say.
Amazing.
Hold on. No,
Isn't that
please, Brent,
amazing up
continue.
there? Isn't that amazing? Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, wait, BK has
Amazing.
something to say.
Amazing. 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 Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be. Now,
Shot like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow,
happy
jail.
place,
You're
happy
charging too high prices
place.
for, escuelas,
Find your happy
glasses.
place.
You right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail.
I swear to God,
You
I cannot.
overcook chicken,
We cannot give
also
you nice
jail.
things, chat.
Undercook, overcook.
This is
You
what
know,
happens when we give you
the
nice
dentist and they
things.
Don't show up, believe it or not, jail right away.
Apparently it is.
Battle, especially.
You'd think I set up
when they
these
get
redeems
those
to
first
troll
MMR
myself or
sections
something.
around mile 15, that's going to be very decisive. So it's really going to be a bit of a drag race. Our women are.
Here we
like
go.
they're now into that final countdown.
So this
Here you
is
see
the
riders looking over toward the stage.
Unbound Gravel
And
200
just like
elite
that,
start.
Our women are
That's the women's
underway.
start.
So we let out of town by our Ford Bronco here through the streets of Emporia. And round number 2 of the 2026
I mean,
Lifetime
actually true,
Grand Prix
Bren.
for the women.
You're not wrong, man. Some
Officially
people do.
Underway. 2 riders.
Yeah,
getting
Shuva.
A little bit.
Thank
of
you
a
for
gap
asking.
Now, and,
Of
actually
course,
a
I
pretty
can.
Healthy gap. Can't see anybody else in the distance. Still, again, on pretty dry, fast roads.
This is gonna be
letting
Emma
them sit out
Langley
there.
and Laurel Quinones off the front, Bill. Brosselman and Sens just stretching away
Yes.
off the front of this race.
Always one in the breakaway, of course.
You know, again, we've seen this now for a few years in a row, right?
What's
You go
up,
back
Rick?
To Lachlan Morton and Chad Haga, then you go back to, some
Oh,
more
the Lachlan
Pillow,
Morton, Chad
Dan
Haga
Jones. Is it
breakaway
even feasible
2024,
to
man.
See another
The dropped
repeat
one.
performance like that with 2
She should have
riders
done the
going
sprints
away
like Brent told her to.
relatively early.
See a little separation there, but that's just really going around that mud section. And now the peloton is just about to hit that. It's gonna be a little dicey through there. You see
This
the
scene
bottleneck in
coming
the
up,
back end of
guys.
that.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's always
someone's just caught off all the way to the right side.
So
of the road.
funny.
Side of the road there. It's always hard to tell how deep these puddles are when we're driving the course. You were doing the drive and I was doing the nav, and every
I am
time we
sprinting.
hit one of those, we're like, all right, we're gonna stop and I'm gonna wait.
There's
out
green on
there
my
in
graph, do you see?
My wellies and kind of test the water.
Drop, but then chase back on and still do well. That one,
There
yep.
was a couple that. I mean, the Jeep was getting
Yeah, Holly's the one who
just
comes
about
back and
covered in water, so these
penalizes
riders aren't
everybody
anyone wants to
for
go straight
going
down
out
the
too
middle.
quick.
That's everybody looking for the
She's the Punisher.
workaround there to try and avoid.
Oh, apparently
that
I was just welcome to the
splash.
chat
you never
room.
know what's underneath that water too, so how deep it is, and then what's underneath. There's a section
Here it goes,
after,
guys.
after Madison, after the first checkpoint, we're gonna see.
Oh,
Here it
look at
goes.
this, guys.
There they go. They're all just
There
getting
goes the
stopped.
trouble, right?
Look
Like
at
a
that.
lot of
Oh,
riders now
no.
Hopping off the mud.
Sens
Oh,
right there,
no.
like, unless that's one of his teammates.
that is Connor Sens.
Yeah.
Sense. He and
Here we
Borstler
go.
were caught right after
Oh.
this puddle. So,
Lachlan's
here it
riding.
begins.
You can ride. Lachlan rode through it.
Lachlan ride through it.
The
Yeah,
party
See?
started,
right up the middle.
they hit that. I think they're down to the YY Road, which is the
Yep.
tail end of what we
Yeah,
call the
Robin
Mud Marathon.
Carpenter there up at the front as riders now choosing to run through the grass.
Lots of red,
Riders
exactly.
Messing with their rear derailleurs now, so
Exactly.
that
It's
the
not my
mud
bloodshot
just
eyes because I
clogging
don't
things
sleep
up
at all
and-
the last couple days. It's not that, I swear.
Look at the far right of your screen there. Lachlan Morton.
You hit the
did not
underwater
get off the
FTP?
grind. He managed to power
I gotta
through
see,
it, knowing
man.
him. He probably was
I-
one of the
don't
guys
worry,
that
I
went
ain't
down
no
to a small
liar.
tire.
I ain't no liar. I
Riders
got
right
you.
now that are
I just have to
absolutely
check and
stopped
verify.
Not going anywhere. This is amazing. This early in the race,
The entire
Remind
pro
Cecily
field.
Dever on the front. Could be Kara
Caro,
Magone.
He
as
posted
the
it just-
law
damn
rider,
it.
And that, judging by the pedal stroke, it looks like it might be.
Of course
Paige
you
on
did, you
Willett
dick.
near the front there.
Well, I guess you will get. I guess Dick is in the future.
right? So she's had
Oh,
an
man.
amazing
There
run.
she is at the back of the
There's
shot,
that,
to the
bring it-
left of your shot.
All right, so there she is.
Undefeated all except for Levi's Grand Fondo. She
Yeah.
got
Oh,
second
Bren, we
to
give you
Florida
freebies all the
Stevens, and
time.
it was,
You're one of our
the big
premiums,
clump
right?
towards the
You
end of
get
Levi.
all the
Lauren managed
freebies.
to get away from her, but they have. Here they are going through that mud puddle, that first puddle. I think.
I mean,
where the carnage.
For
kinda
Grubby,
started.
it did.
Oh,
It
one
does, but I have yet to expand that to the rest of the community. But I mean, you know,
Sophia came out of her pedals there.
I could use some side cash, to be honest.
Yeah, looks like everybody's back on their
So maybe we
bikes.
can make something about this.
Now that's
Tier 3.
I think that might be Leah getting up and back.
Yes, Cave.
Here they go.
And okay, Cave, this is a 330-kilometer race, by the way. And this is in the first 30 kilometers.
For the men, and you're going to probably see them all come to a screeching halt here in just a couple
Who
minutes.
is they?
It's going to get
Great
thick.
question.
The only thing that women might have going for them is that with that many men going through, it could have packed down some of that.
Well,
Great question.
Parted it a little bit and made a wider.
My
path.
people will
Yes,
contact
they
your
might-
people,
they
Holly.
might
Don't you
have
worry.
A little bit of an easier time getting through.
You can just
sure
tell.
looks it.
Looks how they're. Look
It's
how
you,
slow
it's
they're
you.
going right now. You can tell that they are just coming.
It's
to
all
a
proportional,
grinding
guys. When
halt.
you have a
So
small
this tree
physical
and this
stature,
roller, this is where we
things
saw
just look
all those
larger
guys start to
in
filter into the
relation.
field.
It's a
And-
strategy.
there we
It's
go,
actually
there
a
we go. So
strategy.
that's
Two-paw riders coming off their
Yeah,
bike. That looks
that's,
like Caro on the front
Caro
running. Yeah.
Tier 3 collab.
Yeah,
You know, I'd be willing to
Morgan
do some
Gira
collab
now.
work. I haven't I haven't branched out like
Stick
that
out.
yet.
Here they come.
We spoke about a half a second too soon. It
And
looked
they
like
knew
were
it was
gonna
going to
make
be
it
muddy,
through unscathed.
and they planned
Here they are
accordingly,
about
and
to
this
puddle
still
right
happened.
through that rut.
Here we
That's
go.
where
Here we
saw that
go.
crash earlier in the men's field, and
this-
here's that big puddle they're going to go
Ah,
through. Looks like
Oh,
with
Cecile
Cecile.
Lejeune.
Oh
Looked like
my
she almost
God.
touched the wheel of Sophia. 'Cause
No, hold on.
Getting
No,
through
no,
that
we gotta
rut.
watch that
The
like
ruts
2 or
where
3
we
more
saw that
times.
crash earlier in the men's field.
Hold
and here's
on.
that big puddle they're going to go through.
Bam.
Where we saw that crash earlier in the men's field.
Hold
and here's
on.
that big puddle they're going to go through.
Bam.
Looks like the ruts where we saw that crash earlier
Hold
in the
on.
men's field, and here's that big puddle.
One
they're
more
gonna
time.
Go through. Looks like
Oh,
with
Cecile Lejeune looked like she almost
Cecile
touched the wheel
Lejeune.
of Sophia. 'cause
Look how
she-
deep that is.
Sophia actually slowed down a little bit.
One of
when
the
Cecile
greatest
hit the
clips
ground there, so I
in
wonder if there was
cycling
a little
history
bit of
right there.
contact.
We're
EQ
back
for
on,
swimming.
taking a look
Yeah,
at the
for
men's
real.
chase, and I think they're heading north. You know, they've been through that map.
Okay. The best part, guys, you have to go to Cecile Lejeune's Instagram page. She posted, it might be here, but she posted the subsequent video where the moto caught up and was filming her. She gives them the gnarliest side eye you have ever seen. And it is so good.
Green aid station. They're working their way north, and you can see
They might show it in this.
up ahead. And those cells are typically working.
Yeah, seriously,
from,
swim,
on
biking, and
screen,
running,
left to
guys.
right,
This is
or
actually a
west to east,
triathlon.
obviously, and it looks like a pretty gnarly one up there with some rain that came down. They're going to probably hit some more mud.
If you
going
trim
up.
the
There's a
bushes,
section
exactly,
coming up
that's
here,
true.
that
Yeah,
we
you got to
added
keep
this
your
year
deck well
around the
manicured.
130-mile marker called W Road, and that's that
it
minimum
also-
maintenance road. And I don't know if you've heard
I don't know.
the stories
More
about
people
it,
will,
but it's,
more people
it could be
frequent
a game
decks that
changer.
are
It's really
that are
grassy,
well
it's
kept. You know,
rocky underneath the grass.
if it's like
Another
messy,
minimum
like people aren't gonna want to
maintenance
hang
road, and
out.
it's got a couple little river crossings on it, and with this rain blowing through to the north,
got
of it,
standard
we
Yorkshire
expect we're
Road.
Probably going to see a little bit of carnage going through that W Road.
Pothole smaller than that puddle. Oh
We're back
God.
Again with our leaders in the women's race here. And
Makes
looking,
it- yeah.
Same old story
Yep.
here. So Specialized with the upper hand. 2 riders in this break. They are into the red there on the front. Cecily Decker in the PA. And 2020.
Here's the thing, guys. Sorry to keep pausing. I'm going to keep doing this because that's just what I do. If this doesn't make some people want to do Unbound, cycling is dead. Because this is the kind of shit that makes me want to do something. When I see this, when I see 25% DNF rates, that's the shit I want to do.
Closer in the white. So kind of the heads of state of the women's gravel peloton have all made these selections
perspective-wise,
and,
right?
gotten
It's all
themselves to the front.
a matter of perception.
Also looking the split screen at our men's leaders. Mads Wirtz-Schmidt, the European champion, riding for Specialized. Keegan Swenson there. And oh, look at this. Kobe Freeburn maybe starting to feel this pressure.
They have a 180.
A little bit. It doesn't look like this is intentional necessarily.
Or a
by
160, I
Specialized
mean.
to get the gap. I think
160 to
Kobe just,
180, to
maybe
be
feeling
honest.
the weight of the effort here.
Oh, here's the train crossing.
That's that train.
Perception
I
too,
drove through
exactly.
there the other day, and it was the water on Thursday. It was about
Exactly.
ankle deep.
Yeah.
It looked
No,
like
to
it's
be
gonna
honest, I
like,
use
oh, boy,
centimeters
you're gonna
for
lose
ego
yourself.
issues as
But
well.
It actually wasn't that
It's a
bad
bigger number.
Getting under that trestle, and they'll make that.
Who wants to use inches?
Kind of come back up that grade to parallel with the tracks. So right now we're looking
Make
at our
it
men
33K
on the
and you're
top
down.
of the screen. Our women on the bottom. The 2 leaders for the men. Top left are 4 leaders for our women on the bottom left.
Exactly,
And,
Cave. Yes, that's what I was told.
corresponding chase groups, as we see Haley
Exactly.
Green there at the back of that
I was
group.
told the same
For
thing.
Chasing women.
I think we're watching Paige Onwell.
I don't know if I interpreted what they were saying right, though.
There's that lead group of 4 women off the front, and we had gotten a report that Paige
So,
is about 50.
Another update, guys. In gravel racing, normally it's a mass start event. But as of 2024, Unbound is now splitting up the elite men, the elite women, and the amateurs. So now everybody has their own race, which is great for the ladies field. Because from what I heard, most ladies gravel races, to win, it was who could hang on with the elite men the longest, and then they were the winners, basically. So now there can actually be real tactics in the female field,
Sure enough,
which is just great. That they have their own race, their own tactics, their own dynamics.
Group of women.
Completely new in gravel.
There was a little bit of communication of like, even if it, you know, wasn't verbal, someone probably put on the gas and they just wanted
30
to
seconds
see
is insane,
what
guys.
Paige's legs
Let's be real.
We're telling.
Like, let's be real. Effort for more than 30 seconds.
But compared to Rosa, right?
Who has time for that?
Rosa was just like that, right? She was right back on, but so now.
So you've
Paige out
heard.
of danger
Then we're
again for
definitely
the
like
moment, so back
30.
on that group, so we'll see.
Oh, I love where this direction is going. And also, we probably shouldn't be staying on this topic too long. As well. Maybe we should lock in, chat. Maybe we should lock in.
That's what I was alluding to.
This is a cycling stream.
This is Keegan and Mads on the
side.
Yeah, isn't it?
Mass flat.
Oh boy, this
like
is a big moment.
This is the moment that changed gravel forever, guys. This moment right here is the moment that changed gravel forever. Let me give you a little bit of a recap. This is Madwurst Schmidt in first, and that's Keegan Swenson in second. They are 2 specialized riders. They are the last 2 in the break. They dropped the 3rd place guy. They're about 7 minutes ahead right now. Mads slashed his tire completely open. And what's Keegan do? Pulls him over to the side of the road and does this.
He has that's not just a normal.
Never before has a team tactic been done like this. First time, watch.
They're working together.
So that's Mads right there with the white and blue kit.
They actually look really chill.
That's Keegan in the red.
They are pretty composed. I mean, I think they probably have an idea.
Wait, they're taking a wheel.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you. I think we all just should all get what we deserve. We should all get to be happy in life, right?
A result. Oh, they're swapping wheels.
Exactly. No kink shaving.
Wow. So there's our answer.
No kink shaming.
There it is.
So
Keegan is not feeling as good.
Is going to give Mads.
I'm just trying to think of the last time I spent this much time talking about my proportionality. It has been many years, so maybe that's just I'm just not used to it.
This is a definite team maneuver here.
Yeah.
Right here, guys. Change gravel. It used to be an individual sport up until this moment. Gravel is now a team sport.
Very generously giving him the opportunity, and
crazy guys.
Figure out this situation.
Yep.
So,
crazy.
You know, there's a part of Keegan, I'm sure that
Keegan is a previous winner of Unbound Gravel, by the way.
That's it. So that was,
he's defending a title, and he still let Mads go. Spends the next 5 minutes fixing the wheel. Ends up getting like 5th. He ends up winning the sprint finish for 5th. What an absolute god.
Oh, bye,
Keegan is literally my hero. Look at this look. This look he gives the motorcade. Watch this.
Even if Keegan wasn't.
Well, see you later. This is the. See you later.
Doing a lot of work.
He's just like,
now he's not doing any work at the front. So
this freaking dude.
Oh, bye, Keegan.
Wave goodbye to the moto.
Oh man, that's not entirely sure as we see Maz on one of the few paved sections here that just
wingman of
connector pieces
history.
Between our gravel.
Mads ends up soloing
things, right? It's a good
the rest of the way for the
speed
victory.
going and pick up some
Solo
speed, go
victory
pretty
because of
quickly.
that move.
Also, probably not a bad place to kind of recover.
Exactly right.
What do you see
Didn't
as
quit.
the scenario with these 4 women here?
It would be silly if G and Sophia didn't work together, right? We saw it with Mass and Keegan, and they do at this point have one goal.
Crazy race this year. A lot of new things happened.
Frustrating, but we were saying earlier, it is the plus side, but also as a racer, kind of sometimes a downside of being on a team.
This is what we signed up for, and I would not have wanted it any other way.
Curious. It will come down to those two talking.
Dude, you don't lose after that, Holly, right? You do not lose after something like that happens.
There's a new face, whether it's on the
You
men's
send
side,
it.
whether it's on the
You
women's
freaking
side,
send it.
That comes onto the scene and just becomes the new face.
United a sugar mama.
It's hard to believe how
Yes,
big this event
agreed.
has become in 20 years, and it's a career changer for a
Dave,
lot of riders, right? When they come
please,
and they win something like this,
get on the raffle. I'll let you know when the raffle's available. You can sign up for free. You can sign up to the raffle for free. You don't have to pay. Sorry, don't talk over this. You don't have to pay to sign up for the raffle. Unfortunately, this is not one of those races you can just sign up and come to. It's kind of shitty that that's the case. I wish you could. But I would love to have more people come do this event. If you see a video like this, where people are literally falling in the water, literally dragging their bike through mud that is completely caked up their whole system, and you're like, I want to do that, then this is the race for you.
Gravel, so now that
And this is the race for you.
On to Commercial Street. What an
Gravel is the way.
Phenomenal day.
You want to have nice Type 2 fun while also having Type 1 fun? Gravel.
Going to be the champion.
Do I have the lightning socks yet? You're going to try and get them. So I have the lightning socks. I don't have the arrow socks.
He knows he's got it. He is now moments away.
The arrow draft socks.
Champion. What an emphatic day.
Move 2 on your bucket list. That would be sick.
Or you can see him hanging his head. He's going to be looking to maybe give some high fives to
Wow.
the crowd. And I tell you, it doesn't get any better than this in Emporia to celebrate 20 years.
9:14, guys. He did 330 kilometers in the most horrible weather while running, and did it in 9:15.
It was clear that I was the strongest, and best chance for a win between me and Keegan was me. So he sacrificed his race and his Grand Prix and everything for.
Check out the Gralic.
Yeah. Incredible.
This is gravel, guys.
Absolutely dominated.
People. I mean, go look up Bucky's race that he did last month.
Some high fives to the crowd, so he's going to pick up a silver medal here today, just a few minutes behind his teammate.
Oh, he got second. No, I thought he won the sprint finish.
What a great day.
Okay, so he got second.
He held out for so long before finally just giving way to the pace.
Hell yeah, bring the whole bring everyone. I'd love to meet them all. Bring the boyfriend or whatever, your partner. Bring the family. Have a great time.
Confidence to be sitting up there like she is and looking over her shoulders and staying.
Here we
on
go,
the front.
female pro field
That
sprint
if someone
finish.
does attack and
Here it
come around
comes,
her,
guys.
She can jump on their wheel and she can hang with them. It's
We'll
she's
do one
staying
more
there.
climb while
Paige
this is
Onwell
going on.
moved up there on her left-hand side. Sophia coming up, and
There's Sophia Gomez up front, starts the sprint.
Move along the barriers, so she makes the first.
Whoever's
move.
in second
That
looks
just
like they
rose
lost their
the
front
closer by
chainring. This is why it's a
surprise.
one-by race.
Not going to be able to close this down. G. Scher's going to come around on the right side down the middle of the road.
Almost gets reeled in by, it looks like Rosa, or no, Rosa's third.
For
It's
the women,
Cecily.
Sophia Gomez Vichafani going to be your champion. Her teammate G. Scher's in second, and Cecily Decker
into third.
Cecily got third. Okay.
What a wild day! We had our friend Jonathan go out to the first MMR, and he was like, "It's
UK, love that. Dude, I love
And then the
so much having events where we get people from the community together. Some of the greatest things have happened from that. I mean, we got Vatran Runden coming up. A bunch of
there was
Twitchers going to be there.
A lot of mechanicals.
After 100 meters, though.
And
Lonely
it was just a
ride,
day
yeah.
of perseverance.
Can't have that now. So that was the very rough race highlight. They put that out within 24 hours, so I can't expect too much. But here's the link again. This is from the Lifetime Grand Prix YouTube channel. There's a lot more content related to it if you want or are interested in seeing, because there's a lot of crazy clips from the race. Absolutely an amazing time. But I think my average was around 27 to 28 kilometers per hour, so casual pace, but about 3 or 4 kilometers per hour faster than in 2023. And the weather was so much worse this year. If it was nice weather, I bet that was worth 45 minutes. on my race alone. And most of that was at the rest stop, degunking the bike. I ended up stationary for 20 more minutes longer than in 2024 because of the amount of bike maintenance needed at every rest stop. Bren, who's that? And the guy Bren. Yeah, I think I've heard of him too. It's so sick. I love it. It feels like, I know there's a lot of parasocialism online, but it feels like sometimes it's a bit deeper than that here. Not always, but sometimes. I think we're still small enough of a community that that's kind of the case. Maybe I'm naive, but I like to live in that headspace, even if I am. You once stopped at the Loos and skipped it if that counts. That is such a British thing to say. I helped out a local race this weekend. 172K over a mountain race. Race to hell. Sounds like it. How much climbing? I love climbing races. My gun time was 12:58.15. My chip time was about a minute faster than that. 12:57.12 or something like that. So I did sub 13, which was 25 to 30 minutes faster than in 2024. And the course in 2024 was about 8-9 kilometers shorter. So at the equivalent distance marker, I was almost an hour faster. I was like 50 minutes faster at what would have been the equivalent distance. So I was stoked. I was so pleased with myself, considering I screwed up my nutrition for part of it. Basically, hours 7 through 8, no, 6, no, hour 6, 5 and 6. I had improper carbs, so I was bonking. Considering there's thunder and lightning storms, the mud, I think if it was perfect conditions, I could have finished, another 45 minutes faster. Yeah, I averaged 27 to 28 kilometers per hour. Overall, I'm very, very pleased. Power numbers were a little low, but yeah. And we got really lucky, guys. The last like 80K or so, I had just the greatest group of people to work with. It was a lifesaver. It probably cut down 45 minutes just being able to hang with this group for the last 80K. Because we were doing good turns. There was this one dude is just sitting on the front doing like 30 kilometers per hour, 34 kilometers per hour the whole time. And would just like step off here and there to let someone else work. It was crazy. It was surreal. The last 2 hours were like transcendental. Like I didn't even like really realize the time was going by. So I'm happy. Not too much? Okay. Thanks, Cave. I appreciate that. I'm very happy with it. It was a very big boost in my respect for myself and knowing what I could do. I mean, I knew I could do it, but I wanted to do it well. And I think I'm starting to do it well. I didn't bonk at the end. Like in 2024, the last like 50K was miserable. I couldn't do more than like 140 watts. And I just was watching people pass me for the entire last 2 hours of the race. Just, oh, there's another one going past me. Oh, there's another one. And that did not happen this year. We held strong. Actually, the last 80K was probably the strongest riding we did the whole day. Which I'm happy that I was able to like put out my best effort at the end of the day instead of the beginning. Oh, what you're saying is that's a lot, right? What you're saying is that's impressive. Well, for perspective, I had been holding 170 to 190 watts up to that point. And then it just went off the deep end. I just could not like out carb the bonk. I couldn't take in enough carbs. I was too sick at that point. I was having whatever that hydro whatever, where your gut shuts down. And so I could not get in the carbs to reverse the bonk. But I was able to eat all the way to the end of this last one. Yeah, 100. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this time around, I did a lot better and felt a lot better doing it. After that long, if you could turn, Nick, if you train for, if guys, again, I have complete faith that any one of you, if you were willing to put in the time needed to train for something like this, could. I'm not saying that you would want to. It's crazy, and it's really not for everyone, but I think most of us are on this kind of the same wavelength of crazy, at least similar. We can at least understand and relate to each other, right? On some twisted level. But that's why, I mean, we see it, and it's been so cool. So many people are doing these super, super long rides now, or at least attempting them. It's very, very cool. Good to know that I'm not the only one out there that's crazy, you know? The company's nice. Yep, and then Pimp's got his 300K ride. We have the crew out in Sweden right now. A bunch of people out in Sweden. Oh man, so cool. You're not willing to. Is that a polite way of claiming we're all on the spectrum, Pookie? Well, I wasn't gonna say it. I think we're at the sweet spot, to be honest. I think we're at the inflection point. I think we're at the inflection point of that spectrum, Bren. Some are just too lazy to be crazy. Hey, old slow. I know you're crazy too, man. I've seen some of the things you've attempted and tried to do. Don't sell yourself short, sir. You belong here just as much. Just keep going when you're bonking is something else, dude. And Nick, that's the thing, man. And that's why this is why I do it, dude. Like, I'm willing to thrash my body, but like, I want to see what my mind can take, you know? Like, it's fine if my body falls apart. My body's been falling apart since I was 12. Like, that's nothing new. So, like, how well can my brain hold together, though, you know? Sweet spot, we do more sweet spots. Oh my god, I did so much. That was my main zone cave when I was training. I was training sweet spots. Basically 80 to 90% intensity factor was like the zone I trained for this race. It was a long month of, like, I had basically 2 training blocks. The second one was gnarly. I actually ended up kind of slacking off on the final week of the final training block. I think I was just a little overdone. No, we preferably do not do sweet spot training. Oh, sweet spot's the best. Sweet spot's the hero zone. That's where you want to ride if you want to feel like you're powerful. Pain spot, much more fun. Well, pain spot was what Pain was riding for the last few minutes of her climb today, if I'm not mistaken. These odds were near the sustained people claim it is. Opinion, experience. It's the greatest. Not saying long term, but when you're doing it, you feel like a superhero. You don't know pain. Pain is but an old friend. All right, y'all. You guys got an extra 30 minutes out of me, guys. And as a man, I can say that you shouldn't expect this on the regular. No, Augie. No, you. Hey, you did this already once today. You already played this card. And apparently it worked. We're still here. Back tomorrow? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna try and get back on the grind. Yep, we're back on our original routine, I think. We'll see if
it's amazing.
We'll see.
Amazing.
I have some big plans for the rest of this year and into next year.
Amazing.
And I'm not getting off my routine.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you, JD.
Amazing. 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 Wouldn't that be amazing?
You shout like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a.
This is the greatest action camera I have ever had.
Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're
Right
charging
away.
too high prices for.
Best
square,
action camera I have
glasses,
ever had.
You right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away.
But surprisingly, you wear raspberry beret, no jail. No, this camera, I will use this over any action camera. The reason being is it's just 360 is so nice. You don't have to run 360. Yeah, it's just very convenient. I like it a lot. I'm gonna tell you though, man, dealing with 360 footage is clunky. You have to work through proprietary software, and oftentimes it can like add that layer of difficulty that makes you not want to deal with the footage afterwards, if that makes any sense. So that's the one kind of like let the buyer beware moment, is that that's a thing. Now let's talk about some other things. The stabilization is literally witchcraft. I usually run it in just single camera mode, like kind of sat like this if I don't want to deal with the 360 footage. And it will be epic. Another thing, Pimp, if you're going to want it to run the whole time, you're going to need to buy an external battery pack. And that's what this little knobbin is here. But there is a 90-degree plug so that I can plug a battery into it while it's on my bike. It will only last like if you're running 1080, it might last like 2 hours, maybe. So you have to plug it in for anything more than that. The biggest problem with action cameras actually is that it's getting better though. A lot of them have like 2 hour plus battery lives well functioning. So yeah, you don't do a sprint jail. What is it? Yeah, it's the Insta360 X4. They also have the X5 out, so actually the X4 is even a better purchase right now too, probably. It's probably much cheaper. Maybe look to get a second battery for it, just to be safe, but you don't really need to if you just plug it in. Another thing, if it's just sitting, maybe it won't be this. If you're running 1080p instead of like 4K, it probably isn't an issue, but this camera will overheat very quickly just sitting. It needs airflow across it to really work well for a long period of time. And one of the problems is because the battery just gets really hot. But I do not recommend running this system without the battery because this connection is not the most reliable. So like sometimes I've had the camera shut off. One thing I've never had with the GoPro. The GoPro you can run without its internal battery if it's plugged into external, and it's so clean. That's maybe I just got unlucky though, because I have had it shut off just on external power. And we need more than 2 hours anyway. Yeah, right? Who needs more than like 30 seconds? Or, you know what you could look into, Pimp? For around the same price, you could look into those Meta glasses, like the Oakley Metas, and then you could just tell it to take clips of the ride while you're going. I've seen some people with some of the Insta, or I mean the those meta glasses and things, and yeah, that seems like a pretty decent thing. It's not going to record a long video though. If that's what you want, you got to get something like a proper camera, like the X4 or like a GoPro, or actually I'd recommend DJI over GoPro. It's the Insta360 X4. I was just shooting. I was doing an outdoor a ride video. It was for the 13 speed or the 14 speed bike that I was test riding. I did a video outside, and I guess the cable jiggled and it lost power for just a split second or something. But when I got back, it had shut off at like 40 minutes into the ride. And it just taught me, like, if I'm going to be riding, this thing's not going to overheat. So just run the internal battery just in case. Just in case. Unfortunately, it adds some weight to it, so it'll like wiggle a little more. They make this really cool mount for it too, Pimp, that mounts to the top of your bike stem. And it's really sturdy. I think it is made by Insta. I wouldn't necessarily recommend mounting it out straight like this. A lot of people do. I've had difficulties with it. And if you're shooting in just one camera mode, you want it sitting upright. Anyway, I'll hit me up, man. I'll talk to you about it. We can talk more about it. Here in Scandinavia, you would be surprised if you ran out of cell signal so you could live stream. That would be sick. That is not the thing here in the States. There's so many areas without cell service. But then you have Starlink literally making live streaming and stuff possible for like Unbound and stuff. Amazing. Actually so amazing that we can have that quality of production in literal middle of nowhere. Your DJI Action 4 has handled your bike rides like a champ. You can't justify an upgrade. No, if you got the Action 4, if you got any of the DJI cameras that have been made in the last like 2 or 3 years, no, like those are so good. I'm in the GoPro ecosystem. I wish I weren't. They're just inferior to DJI in almost every way, unfortunately. Oh, the newest GoPro's looking pretty nice. We'll have to see how good that thing is. But yeah, I'm probably not going to buy that one. Cam Talk is tier 3 under. No, Buck. No. Yes, naps. Now we're talking. You're in the GoPro ecosystem, but you're able to change if it fixes the problems you have. Yeah, I don't know. I've just seen just like connectivity, API, like connecting like to live streaming and to like Bluetooth and to like microphones and to like, it just seems like it's just so much better. And that's just from what I've seen. Though I haven't had a GoPro since the 11, which was a really good GoPro, to be honest. Action 6 gets you just over 2 hours in 4K and stabilizes. That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy long. And I've heard the best thing I've heard about Action, the GoPros, or I mean the DJIs, is they don't overheat. Which I'll tell you what, the GoPros overheat. If you don't like tailor your shooting experience, like they can overheat. You can also control that really well. I've streamed for 2 hours. Or I filmed for 2 hours in 5K in 100-degree weather, but you have to know what you're doing. It doesn't just do it. The puppy and you are snowed up on the couch. Nice. Got the bike packed up and the others throwing your meds into your carry-on. You're pretty much ready to fly out tomorrow. Dude, I'm so stoked for you. Man, I wish I could be there. Oh, I'm going to have serious FOMO this next weekend, man, but I hope you guys have a great time. So many how-tos, talks about IRL streaming, use the word just like I say. Just like I say, use profanity. Just do this. It's never that simple. Oh my God. IRL streaming. It's gotten easier though, Scott. I'll tell you what. It has gotten night and day easier than it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Oh my God. Tell you what. There was like one option back in like 2020, and that was like Bella Box. Or no, there was like that Stream Kit
thing that was like $1,200 from some company. I don't even remember. Crazy. No, man, it was crazy. Those are still around? Yeah, okay. It was either, yeah, you either did the one of those like freaking broadcast boxes with like 4 modems plugged into it, or you did a Bella box with 4 modems plugged into it. And that was like the that was like when IRL live streaming became like actually accessible to most people, was because of Rational IRL. So respect to that dude for doing all the things he did for the industry. No, it doesn't overheat. Closest you got was downloading the footage on a slow cable. That's yeah, okay. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, you had to have that huge backpack. Now you can stream directly from your cell phone. Now you can just stream directly from your cell phone. It's crazy. Yeah, no, the Bella box is great. If you have a Bella box set up and it works, nah, don't change. Don't change it out. Anyway, all right, guys. I am having too much fun chatting. Let me find you a nice place to rest your booties. And I'm gonna go shower, and then I'm going to do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Alrighty. I'm gonna send you guys over to Ginger. Ginger and Leo are streaming, guys. Ginger's training for a 600-kilometer race, isn't he? I'm typing gibberish today. Good to know we're all human. Gives up. Now it's like an orange pie or raspberry pie. Yeah, there's the orange pie up. I think that's what Dimitri uses. But with a dedicated OBS server somewhere, and y'all ain't no way that's the same solution. Yeah. No, yes, self-hosting is the way. If you can figure out a self-host, that's the way. It's so much nicer. But again, then you have to have your computer on. It might not be realistic if you're like IRL streaming abroad. But if you have your home base, you know, it can be really good to just have your own server. You too, Nick. Good to see you, man. Cheers. I would give you the boxy cheers, but unfortunately I don't have it anymore. Like the rest of us, Scott. Yep. There is no better. There's only getting gray beard about it. Yep. So you get faster, I've heard, right? You just don't get better. No judge. Okay. Okay. Man, I haven't watched box in a minute, actually. That I think I've transitioned away. I need to go check him out, see if he's doing all right. Back in my day. And it runs AWS. It's less bullshit than opening up your home internet to outside connections. Yeah, that's true. It's not too dangerous, though. I mean, it's really not, unless someone knows your IP. So don't tell anyone your IP. All right.